What's going on, YouTubers, gamers and hobbyists? Welcome to this episode of Chill with Pete, and welcome to the Bridge of the Enterprise. This is for you, Nick. You did ask about this a while ago, so I thought I would take this opportunity to do just that. Get on the Bridge of the Enterprise. So here I am. What am I going to do? Engage. I don't know. I wouldn't mind going on the Bridge of the Enterprise, actually. I would have loved to have seen it as a set. That would have been pretty amazing. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about my channel. What I've done, where it's going, how I feel about it, and different things of that nature. As it stands, as you know, I'm currently quite excited for Warhammer 40k, the new edition, or 8th edition. I call it 8th now. I think of it as 8th. I know it's called new edition a lot of the time now, but that said, I think of it as 8th edition. So I'm quite excited for that. I'm still excited for doing Batman and Marvel, so I've got to keep doing that. So this is how my time is divided at the moment, and I want to finish my second Congo faction, or start and finish my second Congo faction, which is the Forest Tribes. So I want to get that done. I need to get that done, and I'm planning on doing a on the bench episode later today. So I'm thinking I might be doing that as a painting project. I've still got my tutorial. I'm working on the Police Set 1 tutorial for Batman at the moment as my tutorial that I'm working on. As you know, I'm still working on my Wolf Angels and my Celestine and my Chaos Terminator Lord and my Death Guard and my Militarum Tempestus. And I've got more Marvel figures to paint as well. Although I'm thinking, see, this is one thing I like when I do a chill with Pete. I can talk my thoughts out. It's like writing them out on paper. So I think I'm going to keep my Marvel figures back for tutorials. So that'll be that's my tutorials all sorted. My Congo faction is going to be for the next next 2 or 3 probably on the bench series that I'm going to be doing, or episodes that I'm going to be doing. Oh, I've still got a Chaos Demon there as well, Demon Prince to do. He's just there. My Wolf Angels, I've got to keep something on the table. It will be my Wolf Angels because they're not far off completion, really, for what they are. So they could be a good, I don't know, fill-in, I suppose. That's what I'm thinking. Once I start the Congo, though, it's going to be chock-a-block on this table. It's going to be absolutely chaotic. The table will be. It will soon become, because there's a lot of figures in the set. So, yeah, I'm wondering about that. I do need to get my Celestine finished. So I need to get this triumvirate done. Then I can think about the next triumvirate, which is the triumvirate of the Primarch, which would be good because I've got Gilliman to do there. I'm quite excited for painting Gilliman. I'm not quite sure how I'm gonna get him yet, or do him. What exactly technique I'm going to use to do him in. Also, in my head, I'm bringing back Dungeons and Dragons. I started to bring it back a while back, but I've got some Reaper Bones models that would be ideal for tutorials as well. See, at the moment, the tutorials are quite good for getting the Batman and Marvel figures done. So I'm kind of focusing more on that, although I will be introducing some of the Reaper Bones stuff later on, because I love Reaper Bones models. I just love them. I imagine a lot of you use them in your Frostgrave games. If I was to play Frostgrave, that would probably be a manufacturer I would definitely be using heavily for my, what do you call them, war bands? I don't know. But yeah, I'd probably use them quite extensively for that. But as it stands, I use them for Dungeons and Dragons. So yeah. Also, talking about Dungeons and Dragons, long way off even contemplating filming a game of it. I know some of you do, and you do a very good job of it. And obviously, I don't want to copy what other people are doing. So I'm going to be putting my thinking cap on and seeing what I can come up with for that. Maybe originally I was just going to do a kind of story time with the figures and tell you how it progressed. That may still be the case. I don't know. Just trying to figure something different, that's all. But anyway, I've got a lot of tidying up to do here as it stands, so I'm looking forward to getting into some painting today. Coming on with the police set 1, which are those 2 cops. And the main reason, I wanted to do tutorials on them anyway, but the main reason for it was so I know the colour scheme, because I'm going to be getting a couple more of those as well. Set 2, or is there a set 3 or 4? I don't know, but different ones. I know there's ones with female police people in it. See, police people, I did it right. Police women, yeah, is that a better way? Yeah, so I need to get that as well, I feel, because I want both genders kind of represented quite well in the game. So yeah, and I'm going to do a table showcase kind of thing later on. When I've set the table up how I want to get the terrain. So I'm still waiting on some terrain, and I have at least another 2 buildings to order as well. But I could give you a kind of a basic idea of it. I do still need to get my hands on some, I don't know, like corgi cars or something. I don't want anything expensive though, just to represent. But I need something for the right scale for because what are they, 35mm in Batman? I need something for the right scale for them, so I'm not entirely sure. I guess it'll just be a case of if I see something when I'm out and about, a charity shop or a pound shop or something, and I think, okay, yeah, that'll do, I'll grab it, and see where we go from there. You can get MDF vehicles. They don't look quite as good, I don't think, but we'll see. Yeah, that remains to be seen, I think. I'm looking at my police station thinking, don't know if I'm happy with the colour scheme yet. It's not finished even by a long shot, but yeah, we'll see on that one too. Oh well. So, what else to talk about? Well, I've got my car back from MOT, now nearly 600 quid lighter in pocket, and still has a knackered battery, so I still need an engine starter just to start it. It's a pain, it's a real pain. So it's not an enjoyable driving experience right now, but it'll do the job that I need it to do. Mainly that is for my upcoming gig at the church. Hopefully I can get a couple of pictures, or if people will take some pictures and send them to me, email them to me. I could do a bit of a talk about that, because it's something I really enjoy doing. So yeah. So if you've been with me for any length of time, you can probably gather, my channel is constantly evolving. I'm still trying to work out the best way of doing tutorials. See, when I first started, it was just a case of I did what I could, how I could. Sometimes that's better. Sometimes that works out better, I think. But I don't know. It seems the more gear you get, the more complicated you tend to make things. And with cameras and lights and tripods and angles and things, you can lose. It's quite easy to lose sight of how you first started doing it, and I don't want to do that. But I'm hoping. I am constantly evolving. I'm hoping to find a technique that I will then stick to and will be mine. I'm trying to make it as simple as I can as well, for myself. I think that's important, when you're editing and stuff. Just looking at myself, I think I've slumped down in my chair. There. So, right. What else? I've got like 3/4 of a cup of coffee to get through here. So, weather's a bit better today, by the way. Weather's a bit better. I'm looking at my brushes as well. Although I've got a ton of them, I do need to get some more, because the ones I use a lot of, they kind of wear out. I was going to say they wear out quick, but thinking about it, I've had them for quite a long time. Yeah, they're all more than 12 months old, so they've had a lot of use in that time. So I think I need to get some more, don't you? Definitely. Now, what would be cool? I was thinking about the green screen here behind me, of having a shot of the Enterprise. But if I had the shot of the Enterprise, like a video behind me playing, it would look like I was there in it whilst they're sort of milling about. But that would be a bit of copyright going on there, wouldn't it? But I think it's doable. Oh, excuse me. Here we go. The old yawn factor. I've been yawning all day. My sister-in-law's coming up to see me tomorrow. I haven't seen her in an absolute age, so we've got a lot of catching up to do. Hopefully, lots of gossip to catch up on and various other bits. So that'll be good. I don't think she watches these though, so she won't see this at all. My hands hurt. I did a video yesterday. My hand was really hurt and I couldn't paint, so I'm gonna give it a go today and see how I get on, and hopefully I'll be able to paint so I can get some more work done. So we're coming up to 13 minutes 30 seconds now, so yeah, I don't want to drag it out too long for you, but I just wanted to do this chill and throw the Enterprise bridge behind me, because Nick did ask about it a while ago now, and I said yeah, I'll see what I can do. So this is me seeing what I can do. I'm hoping the lighting is going to be okay today for it. It can be problematic on green screen when you're trying to get the right shade of green. And I discovered that kind of magnifying glass tool on it now, which can take a chunk of the green screen itself and use that as the actual colour it matches to, as opposed to trying to guess it, which is what I've done in the past. It's like, oh, that's a bit there appears to be no exact science for doing it, so I don't do it very often. I just want to do it now and again because I like to do something different, or if I fancy being on Mars or in a forest or whatever, I can, and I think that's a nice variation I can do. So yeah, what else? So I'm waiting on the Lincoln building from TT Combat. That's going to be my centerpiece for my Batman miniatures game, Marvel miniatures game. I'm going to paint that just grey, so dull grey, like a dull grey skyscraper. That's what I'm going to go for that. Whereas I did my police station, I did the brickwork for it. So yeah, so that's that. I'm thinking I might do this. I've got like 4 like pillar things at the front of the police station. I might end up doing them grey after all. I mean, they're all painted as it stands, but I might do them grey. It might look better than what it currently does. Yeah, as an idea. I think it'll fit in better with the rest of the table again. I've got an office cabin as well, like porter cabin kind of thing from a construction site, I think. But I've got an idea to use. Like, I want to get a dock as well. I want to get a boat of some description, a cargo boat, and I want to be like a waterside scenario as well, involving the city too. So sort of half and half. It's easy to do actually on a 3x3 board. You wouldn't think it possible, but you can do it. It's quite doable. So I'm going to do that. And yeah, and I've still got an idea. I may have mentioned it in the past. An underground table as well, like going in under the subways and that, in the train station. I think that might have to be a what do they call them? Not a modular table, a full-on. I can't even think of what it's called now, but I think you know what I'm talking about. A table that you make and that is it, you know, not one you can move around and stuff. I haven't got the time really to be doing that. But yeah. So another good reason for getting my second Congo faction done is that I'll be able to play Congo here. Yeah, so that will be good. And I feel that there's good things coming for the future for my channel. I really do. I know I go through phases of I do a lot of tutorials or a lot of one thing, but that's purposely done because I've got about 1,000 videos on there at the time of recording this on my channel, so I've got a lot of content, and I have series wise I've started and finished series that that are complete and there's nothing else to add to them. Well, it's not that there's nothing else to add to them, there's nothing else I want to add to them, so there is that. Another thing with green screen I just realised is the sun. It comes and goes, so your shade of green, this is anybody thinking of doing it, your colour, green colour, can change if you're in front of a window. It's good to have the natural light, of course, but it can change the shade of your green, and that can be problematic. So yeah, don't wear green yourself, obviously, or yellow. Yellow kind of bleeds through very easily, you know, because, well, it would do, wouldn't it? If you think about it. But yeah, so there we go. I'm nearly done here now on this. So looking forward to a grand summer here. Might even get 2 weeks worth of sunshine out of it, I'm hoping. Fingers crossed. I am hoping to go into town on my push bike later this week. If not this week, then next week. This is all weather dependent, of course, but if I do, I'll vlog it, and I'll take a trip to Games Workshop. I need some more Le Medium. Have you seen the price of it on the internet? It's just crazy stuff. I'm not paying more than a few quid for a little pot of Le Medium. No way, Jose. I have thought about trying other acrylic mediums, but I know where I am with that. I know exactly where I am, and it doesn't let me down, and it gives me great results. So I'm going to keep to that. So I'm going to do that. Hopefully, I'm going to see if there's any banking to be done, and I can use that as an excuse to go into town, cycle in there on a nice day. Yeah, I'll get hot and sweaty and tired and that, but I'll feel good. Bit like going for a run then, isn't it? Once I get back into the stride, I'll be able to do it. Sure, it might knock me out for the following day, but it's like when I do a gig, like this gig I got going up at the church, that wipes me out for about 2 days solid. Sometimes the fatigue doesn't set in for 24 hours, but when it hits you, it hits you. But you know, I enjoy doing it. I'm going to say to them as well. Ooh, dear me. I'm going to say, although you know we're kind of retired from the music business now, I really enjoy coming and doing these gigs for you all and stuff. I really enjoy it. It's good fun. It's a feel-good factor, isn't it? Music. Anybody out there that does music will understand what I'm talking about. It makes you feel good. It just does. Sometimes you just want to sit down with an instrument and just play, you know, something. It just feels good. Anyway, going off topic a bit now. Jolly good show. I'm nearly done here. Black coffee, no sugar. See how good I am? And coffee done. And that means, you know what that means. It means this episode of Chill with Pete is over. But thank you very much for joining me. And yeah, remember, all brushes lead to war. I will see you on the next video. Engage.